The Dolphins have beaten the New England Patriots here week 2 on Sunday Night Football here on NBC. That's right, we have won against the New England Patriots again. New England Patriots 0-2 starts, first time since 2001. And for the Miami Dolphins, second consecutive year that we have started 2-0. And for Tua, 5-0 against the Patriots. 5-0 against Bill Belichick's New England Patriots. I told you this in the preview. It just seems like there's no answer to the Dolphins when Tua's playing. They just have no answer, so that's why I predicted the Dolphins were going to win this game, and boy was I right. It was scary, I have to admit. It was pretty scary at the last few moments of the game, especially in the fourth quarter. Now, how did this happen? So, first off, what a good weekend. Marlins swept the Braves big time. We needed that sweep. And how about the fact that all year long the South Florida sports teams go up to Boston and have completely make its own territory? Think about it. The Florida Panthers came back from the 3-1 series deficit against the Boston Bruins. And then they finished off the series in TD Garden. Miami Heat beat the Celtics in TD Garden to go to the NBA Finals. The Marlins swept the Red Sox at Fenway, and then we finished off this with winning it in Boston, in the Boston Metro, of course, but in Foxborough in this game. Talk about making some territory here. All right, so in this game, New England Patriots starts off. They elected to receive. It start off with that. So the Dolphins defense had to start off, and then they forced them to make a punt. So pretty good start there as Mac Jones short up the middle to Mike Gesicki, former Miami Dolphin. We thank him for everything he's done for the Miami Dolphins. Definitely miss him a lot. So Mike Gesicki gets his first touch. Short pass out the middle for Devontae Parker. So back-to-back former Dolphin players getting some catches. And then Stevenson. Stevenson played pretty good today. Pretty good tonight. He has rushed up for 6 yards. That's enough for first down. Stevenson runs out the middle for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Mac Jones short left to Douglas for 9 yards. That's first down. New England. After that, lost 2 yards for Stevenson. Mac Jones was sacked by Long, and then short pass to the left for no gain for Stevenson, and the Patriots have the punt. Next up, it's our turn for a drive. As we gotta give credit to this player, Raheem Mostert had himself a night. He starts off with the game at the Miami 18, 3 yards. Tua scrambles up for 4 yards, so 3rd and 3 there. First pass of the game for Tua, he passes to the former Patriot who's been drafted there a long time ago, Braxton Berrios. He cuts the football for 10 yards, so that's good stuff there. Tua's short pass to Waddle, that's 11 yards pass, good catch, first down. After that, Mostert ran up for 3 yards. So that's pretty good. And there was an injury for New England. There was I think that had something to do with him getting the helmet repaired or something like that. So he was able to come back after that. Mostert ended up going to left, 10 yards there. Good enough for a first down. Good stuff right there. Tua passes the short right to Mostert for 6 yards. 2nd and 4 here. Short pass to right for Tyreek Hill for 15 yards. I mean, Tyreek Hill made his stuff there. He was covered up by Bryant. Tackle there from Bryant. I will say this: Tyreek Hill's getting covered up, especially if it's coming from Gonzalez. Barely had any impact in this game except for the one possession. I'll tell you that a little bit later. Then after that, Tua short pass in the middle up for Ahmed. So that's cool. So I think it was that triggery play that happened. I'm not really sure there. But anyway, Ahmed up for 19 yards. That's good enough for the first down, obviously. Now we go to first and goal. Most up the middle for 1 yard. Not much there. Azukamna tackle for 1 yard. That's not good there. And Tua incomplete. And Sanders had to kick a field goal to start off the game. 3-0 Miami right there. So, okay, not a total loss there. All right, New England comes next. Ezekiel Elliott for 2 yards. Nothing there. Tackled by Christian Wilkins. Matt Jones pass up to Lett for Bourne for 5 yards. 3rd and 3. Short pass to Devontae Parker for 11 yards. Tackled by Eli Apple. Penalty on him for defensive hold. That's declined. First down, New England. Then Jones passed to right for Hunter Henry for 9 yards. No huddle, as this is their way of trying to tire out the defense. No huddle for New England, and then they try to get stuff in. It worked. It decently worked. Then after that, Ezekiel Elliott rushes up there for 7 yards. That's plenty good enough for first down. Ezekiel Elliott again rushed up for 2 yards. Nothing there. Mac Jones incomplete. Mac Jones, and then this is the cool stuff. Mac Jones pass up the middle for Douglas. That was enough for the first down. However, come behind Bradley Chubb, strips, fumble, recovered by the defense. Elliott from the Miami side of the field. Miami got the football back, and that is the end of the first quarter. Great stuff there. That's why we paid Bradley Chubb so much money. The pass rush looks so much better under Vic Fangio, it seems like. They're able to get something there with the short passes, not like what Justin Herbert did, because Mac Jones, he's more of a short pass type of dude, it seems like, in this game. Bradley Chubb chases after Douglas, strips the ball out, and recovered by the defense. And that's the end of the first quarter. I will say this. I didn't talk about this early in this video. The couple injury reports is Jalen Phillips out for this game with the back injury. Don't worry, it's not long term. It doesn't appear to be. It's probably just a precautionary thing. This is how big of the win this was without Jalen. And Jalen Phillips, he's a beast. He's a beast. And again, Terran Armstead not playing in this game. So I thought he would come back in this game, but turns out I was wrong. Then after that, Miami gets possession of the football. Raheem Mostert run up for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Tua incomplete pass for Berrios. Tua short pass to Tyreek Hill for 8 yards. That's plenty enough. That's good enough for first down. Shotgun. Mostert up the middle for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Ahmed to left for 10 yards. Great. First down and 10. Tua passes short to Jalen Waddle, and that's for 15 yards. So first down and 10 at the New England side. Ahmed left for 3 yards. However, a penalty on, I think it's Isaiah Wynn, illegal block above the waist, so like illegal block in the back, something like that. Penalty was accepted. That's 10 yards right there, and that's not good. Tua incomplete pass. 2nd and 19. Short passes short to Jalen Waddle. Found some yards and lanes for 28 yards. For 28 yards there. And something happened there. The same guy that got hurt with the helmet situation earlier. He again got hurt, and I think his head was hit by Jalen Waddle's foot as he was running. It was definitely an accident. We hope he's okay for the next games coming up. But Jones for the New England Patriots at that point was done for the game. It did not look great. You never wish injury on anybody. That's being a human. After that, timeout's been called because of the injury. After that, 1st and 10 at the New England side. Neutral zone infraction for New England. That's gives us a little bit more range. And Ahmed for 2 yards. That's pretty much it. 2nd and 3. And guess who? Mostert had himself a night already. Gets his first touchdown of the night. 8 yards. Extra point is good. We lead 10-0. After that, the next possession goes to New England. Ezekiel Elliott for 3 yards. Matt Jones passed to Juju Smith-Schuster for 6 yards, 3rd and 1. Stevenson up the middle for just 1. That's enough for the first down. Then after that, Mac Jones incomplete for Bourne. Mac Jones short left for Juju Smith-Schuster. No gain there. Nothing there. Incomplete. Next up is incomplete. It looked like he was going to fumble it, but the ball was still in the hand of Mac Jones just before the release, so it was going to be incomplete anyway. The forward arm going that way. And after that, Miami challenged the incomplete pass rule to see if they try to get the fumble in the order, and I don't know why you would challenge right there. It's clear and obvious that it's a incomplete pass. It's a bad challenge. I would have saved it for much later on. So of course the challenge was a total failure, and the Patriots punted. Barrios got 9 yards out of it. Dolphins got a 3-and-out situation. 3-and-out, so not much there. Just a couple of incomplete passes. Next up, New England comes back out. Matt Jones short pass right to Mike Gesicki for 9 yards. 2nd and 1 for Stevenson up the middle for 2 yards. That's good for first down. Mac Jones short left to Hunter Henry for 8 yards. 2nd and 2 for Stevenson to get one up. That's not all. 3rd and 1, no huddle for 2 yards. That is Mac Jones doing it himself. 1st and 10, New England. Now they eventually get to the Miami side. I think they got to the Miami side literally after Hunter Henry got the football. So, all right, Mac Jones short pass to Devontae Parker for 12 yards. That's the first down there. No huddle. Mac Jones scrambles up for 5 yards. Tackled by Javon Holland. Penalty on New England for offensive hold, so they have to back up. Penalty after that. Pass to Devontae Parker for 7 yards. 2nd and 13. Penalty on Bradley Chubbs for neutral zone infraction. That's a bad penalty right there. 2-minute warning for New England. Ezekiel Elliott lost a yard. An incomplete pass. So that's a good big hold. A good way to hold them down, and they only had to settle for a field goal is Ryland. So that is a 49-yarder. Kick is up and through. And when New England gets on the board, it's now 10-3 at this point. After that, before the 2-minute warning hits, let's see what the Dolphins can do. The Dolphins short pass to Ahmed for 5 yards. 2nd and 5 for Tua Tagovailoa. Another pass to left for Ahmed is 4 yards. 3rd and 1, Raheem Mostert up for 6 yards. Pretty good there. Tua Tagovailoa, short pass left to River Craycraft for 22 yards. So that's good play there by Craycraft. That's why he made the team, to make plays like that. Then after that, pass short right to Durham Smythe for 6 yards. 2nd and 4, passing right to left for River Craycraft. That's another 12 yards right there. Then at that point, 31 seconds left of the half, Miami calls a timeout. Smart timeout right there. And that's their third timeout of the half. Then after that, 31 seconds left, getting closer to the end zone, pass right to Braxton Berrios, and that was good for 18 yards. 1st and goal there. Now they were doing the official ruling to see whether or not if he was out of bounds. He was not. His knee was hit the ground first before he went out of bounds. So it was a good tackle right there. That was a good tackle there by Wade, safety. So that's what happened there. So the officials got together and they deemed he did not go out of bounds. By rule, there was a 10-second runoff. So what does the offense have to do? The offense, well, under a referee whistle, they have to snap the ball right away at 16 seconds. As soon as the referee gives the signal to start to play, Tua wastes no time snapping the football. Connor Williams gets the snap right. Quick pass to Tyreek Hill for 2 yards. Touchdown. Quick and simple. Quick action there from Tua. Good stuff there. Extra point is good. And that's how we end this half. Up 17-3. So then we go to the third quarter. 3-and-out for the Miami Dolphins. Start off, not good. New England, Stevenson up for 9 yards. Second and 1. Mac Jones up the middle, getting to it himself. A couple of passes that were incomplete, as well as some were caught. Devontae Parker for 9 yards. Stevenson up the middle for no gain. Right for Stevenson for losing some yardage. And the Patriots had to punt it. Next up, Tua Tagovailoa, right shorting pass to Durham Smythe for 9 yards. Getting up there, no huddle, shotgun formation. Passing right to Tyreek Hill for 9 more yards. Good stuff there. First down. Raheem Mostert, no gain there. 2nd and 10. Azakana for 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Pass to Tyreek Hill for 6 yards. Good enough for first down. Loss of yards is Azakana. 2nd and 11. Deep left to Jalen Waddle for 32 yards. That's awesome there. That's the longest play of tonight so far for the Miami Dolphins. Chain make his debut. He gets 5 yards there. Nice there. Nice debut from Texas A&M draft. After that, they get 6 more yards of this next play. However, offensive holding called on Jackson for Miami, so that we had to go back 10 yards. That sucked. Acme caught the football for 4 yards, and next play is incomplete. Jason Sanders had to settle for a field goal. It's a 49-yarder, and then it was blocked by Schooler. And I guess that's one of those trick plays that happened. If it's not a trick play, under the official ruling, why was that not called a penalty? Where did he come from? It looked like he was coming from the sideline, and then just to make this block play. Somebody please explain that to me. That's just, I don't like that at all. And it makes it even worse. He actually blocked it. He blocked the field goal, and it was recovered by Duggar, and then he was taken down by Wilkins after 4 yards. That sucked. So after that, New England takes over. Yay, shocker. Mac Jones passed short to Hunter Henry, 9 yards there. 2nd and 1, incomplete. 3rd and 1, pass up to right for Stevenson, and that was good for first down with 7 yards. Mac Jones incomplete. 2nd and 10, pass right to Bourne for 8 yards. 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 right there. Stevenson up the middle for 1 yard. That was initially good for the first down. However, referee had the chains out. And turns out it was not good enough for the first down. It ended up being 4th and 1. New England challenged it, and the call stands. It was not enough to overturn it. I just can't believe that happened, honestly. But Mac Jones was able to get some yards up for 4th and 1. First down, New England. At the very next play, Mac Jones passing right, intended for Devontae Parker, picked off by guess who? Xavier Howard. Xavier Howard picks off Mac Jones, covering Devontae Parker. The first interception of the year. Great stuff. He's back, baby. And he hasn't had, I don't think he had 1 or 2 interceptions last. I think he did. I might be wrong. It's been a long time. But regardless, he has first one of the year. Good stuff right there. Then what happened? Yeah, 3-and-out there. 3-and-out next for Miami Dolphins. It sucked. Pass incomplete to Jalen Waddle. Waddle should have had that. He can catch footballs with that kind of speed. You just cannot drop it like that. Out the middle is Raheem Mostert, and then incomplete Tyreek Hill. I thought to myself, where was the penalty? Just where was the penalty? I don't know. After that, that's the end of the third quarter. Dolphins punt it. And then this is where it gets very, very interesting. New England gets the ball back. We start the fourth quarter that way. Stevenson up the middle for 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Mac Jones short middle to Hunter Henry. 13 yards. He was able to get open. Mac Jones short left for Juju Smith-Schuster for 12 yards. That's another first down. Mac Jones was sacked from Christian Wilkins, big man. 2nd and 14. Mac Jones for Juju Smith-Schuster for a gain of 1 yard loss. Then after that, Mac Jones scrambles. He ran it, and then he was able to find himself some lane, and then he was able to convert the first down from 18 yards. I cannot believe it. And to make it even worse, Xavier Howard's called for holding, so that's 5 yards in force. God damn it. Stevenson up the middle for 6 yards. Mac Jones short right to Hunter Henry, touchdown New England. Extra point is good, and just like that, they are they just trail 17-10 right there. I want to talk about that touchdown real quick. And yes, you knew it was coming. How is it that it was legal? By rule, here's what happened. So Hunter Henry goes over 5 yards, blocks the defender from making the play, and then spins and makes himself open. With that big man like that, is he even eligible receiver? Maybe so. However, you blocked the defender from making the play and got yourself open. You cannot do that in the NFL. They call that illegal block, illegal use of hands, something like that. It's a penalty. By rule, that touchdown should not count. I'm being serious. That's by rule. You cannot let that happen. That's a disgrace. That's a disgrace right there. And it gets worse later on. 3 plays in, it's Mostert up the right actually for 7 yards. 2nd and 3, Tua pass to Durham Smythe for 8 yards. That's good enough for the first. Tua deep. He throws it deep for Tyreek Hill. Gonzalez picks off Tua. That ball was underthrown. Gonzalez picks off Tua, and that was not good. That was a disaster right there. Then after that, the Dolphins defense stepped up. It was a 3 and out. Mac Jones incomplete for Juju Smith-Schuster, 2nd and 10. Mac Jones was sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel had himself a good game with trying to back up Jalen Phillips, and then Mac Jones incomplete to Mike Gesicki. That could have been a disaster if Gesicki caught that. He was right there, and then that ball was slightly overthrown. Then 57-yard punts. Berrios was able to make up 18 yards there. Now, at that moment, we need a touchdown to make ourselves just a little bit more comfortable. It only took 1 play to do so. And guess who it was? You guessed it, guys. It's Raheem Mostert, completely exposing the defense, finds an open lane, goes into the house, untouched, and then walks right in. Touchdown Dolphins, 43-yard run. Extra point is good, 24-10 Miami Dolphins. Patriots would respond next with the touchdown, though. How did they get there? Let's talk about that. Mac Jones, short pass to Devontae Parker for 8 yards. Wait a minute. That was called a penalty for pass interference. Imagine that. Devontae Parker catches the football, and yet Eli Apple gets still called for the pass interference. That play was enforced. So that's not good. They said no play, but that's not true. That's not true. That was definitely a play. Mac Jones, short pass left for Gesicki. That's 5 yards. Incomplete for Devontae Parker. Andrew Van Ginkel. Penalty again on Eli Apple. He grabbed Devontae Parker's waist, and that's called for pass interference. You just can't do that. They're trying to sell us saying that that was uncatchable, but he made it uncatchable for that reason. I hate to say it. First down, Mac Jones, not incomplete. He passed left for Stevenson, 3 yards. Next one was incomplete for Bourne. 3rd and 7, for short pass up the middle for Devontae Parker, 14 yards. That's good enough. That's definitely good enough for first down right there. Next play, he passed to Hunter Henry for 7, seconds down and 3rd. Stevenson up the middle for 12 yards. Another first down. Stevenson up the middle again for 5 yards. 2nd and 5. Mac Jones for Juju Smith-Schuster for 11 yards, and now we're in trouble. And then Stevenson, as much as we talk about Raheem Mostert, Stevenson did really good tonight too. And finally, he got himself a touchdown for tonight. After getting much yards, he finally got himself that trigger. It gets himself a touchdown from 2 yards. Extra point is good, and now we only lead by 24-17. Then after that, under 6 minutes, Tua up the middle for Mostert. Mostert actually had that run and not Tua. 2nd and 5, Tua incomplete intended for Jalen Waddle, but then Waddle was hurt during the play. It was a helmet to helmet, and penalty was on Mapu for unnecessary roughness. He was hitting the helmet pretty rough, and I'm worried that he might have gotten concussed right there. It doesn't look like it was a severe one because he was able to get back up and then and smiled at the sideline, so I'm pretty happy with that. Raheem Mostert goes up for 11 yards. That's good for the first down. Mostert again for 2 yards. Excuse me. 2nd down and 8. Mostert for 7 yards. Third and 1. Aborted fumble. This is why I really miss Terron Armstead. Connor Williams still trying to find that snaps feeling in. That was, thank goodness they recovered it at least. However, Jason Sanders with the 55-yarder, that kick was wide left. That was bad. 55 yarders. I'm like, nah, he's going to miss this. I have a bad feeling about that. And what do you know? He freaking missed it. Now, it's clutch time. New England gets the ball. Pass for Bourne for 3 yards. That's 2-minute warning next. Mac Jones passed to Bourne again for 13 yards. Shoot. What else? Yeah, next. Mac Jones was sacked 8 yards, so good stuff there. Incomplete for Hunter Henry. Excuse me. Short pass from Mike Gesicki, 14 yards. Still not enough for the first down. New England calls a final timeout. This is what's this play right here it's going to cause national media to talk about this for a long while. Mac Jones short pass for Mike Gesicki, loss of 1. Laterals it for Strange, who is a lineman. He was able to get 5 yards, picks up the first down initially. However, referees decide to go into deeper look. Now, in that play, Gesicki laterals it, like I said, because he was going to get tackled. They need to get this first down to get more time and then try to get more closer to the end zone. So he laterals it to Strange. As he was trying to get the first down, he was getting tackled by Javon Holland. Andrew Van Ginkel was there to try to take him down too, and before he knew it, he was close to the line of first. However, the replay is showing his knee was down before the elbow and the ball crosses the line. By rule, it would have been first down Dolphins, and it was. Was there enough evidence to overturn that call? Oh yes, there was. There was plenty of evidence. It was pretty. It looked close, but then when you saw the knee and where the ball was by Strange, it was obvious right there to overturn that call, and the call was overturned. Dolphins ball, and And then that's it. Two kneel downs, and that's your ball game, folks. 24-17 Miami Dolphins. Tua Tagovailoa 5-0 against Bill Belichick's New England Patriots. Mac Jones 1-4 against the Dolphins all time. His only win was actually it was still last season, but early in this year, January 1st was his first win against the Miami Dolphins. That you think about that for a second. Stats of the game: Tua Tagovailoa 21-30 attempts and catches, 249 yards, 8.3 average. And then he got himself a touchdown pass and interception to Gonzalez. That one touchdown pass was to Tyreek Hill. Mac Jones had more opportunity to pass the football with 31 caught and 42 attempts. 231 yards, 5.5 average, one touchdown pass, and that was to Hunter Henry. And he was picked off once, and you know who picked it off. It was Xavier Howard. Raheem Mostert, 18 carries, 121 yards, 6.7 average ran, and he got himself 2 touchdowns. The longest play was 43 yards, and that 43 yards was that touchdown run. Ramondre Stevenson, 15 carries, 50 yards. He got himself that touchdown. Both running backs played pretty good. Mac Jones had more yards than Ezekiel Elliott did. He had 18, that one 18-yarder right there, Ezekiel Elliott with 5 carries and 13 yards. Ahmed with 10 yards long with three carries and 13 yards. Everyone else was definitely under 10. Devon Achane to make his debut with just that one carry. Like I mentioned, that was just for 5 yards. He's going to get a lot more opportunities in the future, folks. I guarantee you this. He is one of the faster players in this roster. And, in this whole roster has been really fast, too. Now to the receiving, Jalen Waddle, 4 yards, 86 yards. Good. My friend has pretty good fantasy stats, so good job for him. 21 yards average there. Tyreek Hill got himself a touchdown, like I said earlier. 5 receptions, 40 yards. They were able to cover them pretty good. River Craycraft, 2 carries, 34 yards. Two of those catches were pretty critical. Barrios comes in clutch as well, and Ahmed did pretty good as well in this game. Durham Smythe did brilliant. 1 catch for Raheem Mostert. He didn't care much because he was able to get a lot of yardage in, including that 1 touchdown run, and Achane with 4 yards with that catch. For the New England receiving, Devontae Parker, 6 receptions, 57 yards, his 14 long. Hunter Henry, that 1 touchdown catch that should not have counted, 6 receptions and 52 yards. Gesicki, 33 yards with 5 receptions, including that one with the lateral. Bourne, 4 receptions with 29 yards. Juju Smith-Schuster, 5 received and 28 yards. Demario Douglas, 19 yards with just 2 catches. Ramondre Stevenson, 3 receptions and 10 yards. And Cole Strange, it was that offensive line with that lateral from Mike Gesicki, and Ty Montgomery just had nothing with TGTS. Fumbles, Tua with that aborted, he was able to pick it back up. Deshaun Elliott was the one that picked up the football when what do you call it? Demario Douglas fumbled it. He picked it up from there, and that was the big one there, to say the least. And then, of course, you got the defense, Javon Holland with solo tackles. Long, Bradley Chubb with the forced fumble and sack. Christian Wilkins with the sack as well. Xavier Howard intercepted. Christian Gonzalez intercepted as well. And Jason Sanders. Yeah, that's pretty much the stats of this game. Gesicki slams his helmet after the game. Wishes he was back with the Dolphins with the kind of performance like that. And Miami Dolphins going 2-0 of the season, back-to-back years. Last year we beat the Patriots in Week 1. I was there for that game, and then the next game was against the Baltimore Ravens. We came back pretty good against the Ravens to start off 2-0 as well. Coming up next is the Denver Broncos, who started 0-2. Offense is looking a little bit better, but they still were not able to win the game. And the game is at Hard Rock. So good start off with the 2-0, especially the two games were on the road. One was in Los Angeles, the other one, which was tonight, in New England, Foxborough. Pretty huge stuff. And then let's see what they can do against the Denver Broncos. And hopefully Jalen Phillips, Terran Armstead, and the guys who can play make some big connections, especially with the Tua and Tyreek connection. All right, there you go. That's the recap. I hope you enjoyed this pretty long video. Go to bed because we got work and school in the morning. But when all kidding aside, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe my content because Miami TVG has his back. And when he does, he'll be right there with the entertainment you deserve. Miami TVG, signing up, folks. Good night, everybody.